Hello and welcome. Today's video is part of the Summer Fantasy collab with Tracy from Mini Scenes. I'm just going to do a nice plaque with a unicorn on it. I'm a bit late to the party because I did something else originally and it didn't turn out very well. So this is another one for the shelf of shame. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of holes and it needs a torn sorting out and underneath there. So I just thought, you know what, I'll do something real quick, which I think will be quite beautiful. So I'm going to start off with some UV and we'll go from there. Right, so initially I was going to make another plaque, but then I remembered when I made the seaside plaque, I had that much mica powder in the mould. I cast another one. So you know what? I'm going to use this because the plan is to put a nice unicorn in the middle and put a load of flowers around. I mean, I think this is quite pretty. I mean, I did that on the back initially, but that doesn't matter. I don't like that. So we'll use this side. So initially, I'm just going to seal that. Maybe add a few bits to it. And I think that will do. So I've got my little sealer here that I made quite a while back out of interference powder and bloom finish. This one. So I'm just going to smooth that on with my finger and just let that dry. Because this stuff is so forgiving, it's can basically just put it on and not worry. Right, just to save a little bit of time, I am filling in these green bits as well as it goes under the lamp. But I've also got my new Let's Resin pen curing thingy-majiggy. So what I'm doing is I'm just catching it before it goes everywhere. Just putting my little blob on at a time. And the theory is that I'll catch it. And then I'll put it under the big lamp just to make sure. I quite enjoy like doing fine detail with UV. I mean, I don't like painting. And I know that sounds really weird, but I really don't like painting as such. But I do enjoy doing this. It's fiddly, I know. But see, I do enjoy it. Right, I'll cure that little bit initially and then I'll put it under the lamp, I think. Just to make sure. Yeah, so we're on a fast forward now. I'm just carrying on, filling it in, and hopefully it won't take too long, but it is quite fiddly because there's loads of little areas, you know. But I'm hoping that you all won't get too bored. I might have to cut quite a bit of this out, I think. But yeah, you can just see me putting the green in there and just curing it lightly before I put it under the lamp. I'm not leaving it literally, you know, with the amount of curing time I've given it with the pen. So I'm just putting in some yellow now, just for the middle of the flowers. Hopefully that'll show up. So I'm just going to carry on doing the pinks and the blues and adding loads of other colours in as well. I'm just doing the edges of the hair there with just a bit of pearl. I mean, at this point, I'm not entirely sure whether it is going to show up, but, you know, it is what it is. So I'm just going to mix up, oh yeah, I'm mixing up some metallic pink into a little bit more UV and just adding it and making the flowers, because I thought that colour pink was really pretty. I think I end up putting that in the unicorn as well. Yeah, I do. But yeah, it is a really nice pink, so... Okay, so I'm giving that a full cure in the lamp so far, just to make sure it's definitely cured. I've just got a box from an old box that I'm just guarding because I've got me UV behind there and I don't want it setting, obviously, because I've done that before as well. Okay, I've set that down a little bit. As you can see, I've darkened the green a little bit because I remembered, because I'm not used to using the other ones, I remembered I got some Let's Resin alcohol ink, so yeah, I darkened it because I thought the leaves could do with being a bit darker, and it seems to have cured perfect. I mean, obviously I'm just building it up in, yeah, it's perfect. Building it up in little thin layers, very thin layers. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on, and I'll probably put you back in a fast forward. Yeah, I love that pink that I'll start putting into the unicorn. It's a really pretty, vibrant, metallic pink. So I thought, why not? So yeah, I'm just putting the strands in the hair. Well, this is where I went wrong as well, because I started putting green in down the unicorn, and I thought it was leaves, but it's actually like a plait in the unicorn's hair. So later on, anyway, you'll see me that suddenly disappears anyway. So I won't torture you with the full lot. I did have it on fast forward, but you know what? I'll probably just cut it because you get the gist of what I'm doing anyway. Yeah, I cut a big chunk there, so it will suddenly jump. Okay, I think I've done enough colour-wise, so I'm just going to start now covering with pearl. Now I'm going to do it very, very thin. Because obviously, again, it's UV, so it won't cure if you do it too thick. But I do know that you can be quite liberal with this pearl one, because I've used it multiple times for things, so it does tend to cure pretty well. So, oh, got hair hanging on the end. So yeah, I won't bore you with the full process of doing this because it'll take forever. Well, it won't take forever, but you know what I mean. For the purposes of the video, it will. So yeah, I'll just crack on and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, the moment of truth. It feels rock solid, and these should come out fine. Yeah, they did. But what I'll do, I will set it. Once I take it out, I'll put it back under the lamp just to make sure everything is cured on the other side properly. But yeah. Oh, my leaves are alive. Let's see. Tiny bit of stickiness, but you know what? Look at that. Right, I'm going to get that cured and then we'll be back. Right, so I've tidied it up there. Looks a lot better. Oh, it's very spiky because of this. I thought that was a lump, but actually looking at the mould, she's got like, what's the word? Chubby cheeks. Now it's very matte, but that's fine because once it goes on there, I'm going to cover it in some UV and shine her back up again. Like, I'm not too convinced about the colours on the plaque, but I think once I place some flowers around and pretty it up, I think it'll be quite nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue that on, I think. I've got some super glue here. Because obviously resin won't penetrate, but oh, and my glue's stuck. Right, try again. So I cleaned the glue. I cleaned my thing up. I'm just going to put some on the back. Now the back isn't exactly even, but you know what? I mean, when I was doing it, I decided to just do a thin coat of the pearl and then just do clear. God, I didn't even measure this, you know. That's about right. Oh well, committed now. If it's not right, it's not right. So I'm hoping that if I drizzle some UV over, I won't lose too much of the detail. I mean, I could fill it in if I wanted to, but it's looking nice, I think. Don't worry about these. They'll not be wasted because I'll probably do some more flowers with them. Oh, I've got a bag underneath me. Right, so what to do around this unicorn. Talk about repurposing, eh? That's well and truly stuck now. That's good. Right, put this lid on before I clog my super glue up again. Right, they're all cured now. I mean, I was going to make some more, but to be honest, by the time I put a few bits on, I might just make another 3, but we'll see. Anyway, so I need to decide where I'm putting these. So I'm going to fill in where there isn't any sort of powder. I'm not sure about these leaves. Do I just stick them near a flower or what? Oh, they're alive. They're not sticky, I promise. It's just, they just don't want to come off my hands. Oh, I suppose that might look nice above the unicorn. What do you think? Or does it look like really odd now? I don't know if I actually like the leaves. I think I might just leave them, you know. Right, so I'm stuck on it. I'm just going to put some blobs of glue and just stick these down wherever. And again, they're still trying to stick to my hands and I don't know why, because they're not sticky. Yeah, it was a good call transferring my glue into one of them little squeezy bottles. Just makes life a lot easier. I mean, you have to keep wiping it when you've used it, but on the whole, it's great. I'm going to wipe that one off and then decide what else I'm going to put on. Okay, so I was messing around with these stones, but to be honest, I think once it's got a UV on, I think it's enough. You know, I might just dot a few of the purple stones around just to give it a bit more interest, but I think it's got enough on it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, so I'll get my gloves on and I'll stick a layer of UV on it. Right, it's too hot to put my gloves on. I was struggling getting them on. So I'm just going to be really, really careful. I'm going to start by drizzling over the unicorn. And hopefully, just let it all run off. Because obviously I don't want to lose any detail but I did just want to show it, you know, because some of them colours are beautiful that's on it and they're just not getting any show whatsoever. Although it was very pretty matte, I wasn't keen. So I'm just going to carry on just smoothing it out and letting it dribble over the edge. Because that's the beauty of UV, you can play with it as long as you want. And it won't cure. And then obviously I'll let it go down and it'll seal everything in as well. I'll put the unicorn's eyes in after. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Tracy for letting me in on the summer collab, if I ever make it, because I am literally making this on the day of the morning of the day. But if I don't make it into the playlist, you know why. It's me. But I thought, you know, I better at least add in that I was originally in it. And part of me's thinking, should I have put that on yet? I maybe should have cured the unicorn first, but I'm just going to spread it out roughly. I mean, I'm fully expecting it because to go over the edges, because when I did the mica powder thing, obviously it's designed to leave craters, so there is craters on the side. But hopefully I'll be able to control it a little bit and not have too much of a disaster. I mean, I'm on a silicone mat, so it's not the end of the world. I'll probably just leave it to sit a little while just to find its level, because obviously I want it to run off the unicorn as well. The flowers, of course. I'm just going to put a little bit more on the flowers just to shine them up a little bit. I mean, my yellow didn't show up very well in the middle of the flowers, did it? I mean, yeah, you can use UV to make things. You've just got to be really mindful, you know, of how thick you're making the coats for a start. And what you're putting in the UV. I mean, I probably pushed it a little bit putting that dark purple in, but you know what, it's worked. But I knew to be careful, so put some more down there just to seal that unicorn in a little bit, and hopefully just let it all find its own level. Like I've said before, when you be careful, I won't touch. When you're putting like a very thin coat, it'll start to pull in. So you've just got to keep going until you get full coverage. I mean, at the moment, I can't see anything here without getting my head in the camera. I'm being very careful, I won't touch it. Yeah, still quite a lot to cover yet. So anyway, I'll get that sorted and I'll be back. Okay, I think I got most of it there. Now I took my gloves off because I want to just drop some little purple stones in. Being obviously super careful not to touch the resin, because I thought they would look cute with a little purple stone inside. I mean, they're not exactly round, but they're nice. I don't think they put diamantes in, but I just thought, seeing as I'm probably going to put a few bits of purple stones on this anyway. Not sure if I like that. Okay, we'll swap them about. I don't want to mess with the UV because it's took me a while to get it quite level. So I'm literally just going to drop the odd little random stone. Now, you know me and random. I don't cope very well with it. But I'm trying my best here. If I remember rightly, well, at least the blue version of these stones, the dye ran out of them, so I don't want to agitate them too much. So wherever they drop, that's where they're going to be, I think. Now, what else? Diamantes, maybe. I do have some nice like flakes here, but I don't know. You risk going too far, don't you? And like I always do. Well, I just opened these up and they went everywhere. So you know what? I'm going to put a few on there. Not going to too much, just enough. Oh, I don't want them on the unicorn though. You get off. What did I just say? I didn't want to mess with the UV too much. Never mind. Such is life. Yeah, I think that's a bit pretty. So I'm just going to drop a few more there. And a few more there. And that will do because I don't want it over the top. Right, I think I'm ready to cure that now. I'm just going to make sure it's going to run over quickly with me lighter, that there's no bubbles. I don't think there is. I mean, to be honest, it's that busy. I don't think you'd see them anyway. I just don't definitely... Oh, there's a bit of glitter on the unicorn. Unicorn I don't want. There we go. I think I'm okay. Now, if I'm very careful and not touch the UV, I'll be able to pick it up and see if I've got any dodgy areas. Now, I have a little bit on the edge there, so not good when you've already took your gloves off. But I shall be careful, people, I promise. Right, I'm just going to bring that over a little bit. Right, so even though that's a little bit wet, I'm being very, very careful. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of pink in. Just so it's less aqua, you know. And just put it round the sides. I mean, this is super fine stuff. I think I got it on Temu. Like candy colours. Yeah, just to break up the green a little bit, I thought. Make it pretty. I mean, you know, it's a unicorn. Gotta have some pink. Ooh, a bit too much there. Oh well, never mind. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to stop faffing with it. Get it cured, and then we are definitely done. Now, it didn't occur to me that about putting the eye in before I put the UV on. So I will literally be hoping that this is the only thin one I've got. I don't even know which bits to highlight and which bits to not, to be fair. Do we give her some eyeliner? Or do I risk making her look like a monster now? Oh God, yeah. Oh, there we go, wiping it off seemed to improve it there. You can still see her eye. She's looking backwards. She's giving me the side eye saying, what have you done to me? Yeah, I think I like it. I mean, there's a few we could probably do with another coat, but you know what? I might just highlight. I can't believe I dropped them on there. Honestly, I didn't want them on the flowers. I might just outline the flowers a little bit because they look like they've gotten a bit lost now. Don't know what colour, but now these nibs are quite thick, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it quite fine, but we'll try. If not, no, I'm not. I'll just get a bit on it. I was thinking get a bit on a micro brush, but it's hardly showed up that plait in our mane either. So I'm going to do my little thing I do, try and highlight it a little bit, but because I've put the UV on, I've left it a little bit late, but never mind. You know, it's one of them things. Bit of silver on there, rubbing it till it's gone matte, but never mind. Just to give them a little bit of something without obliterating them totally. I'm not convinced, but never mind. It is what it is. What I am going to do though is go around the sides because I've slopped everywhere. Now this is a totally uneven side because, like I said before, the thing I did with the craters of mica powder, but I'll just go over it for now and I'll be back. Okay, I've given it a very, very rough coat around the outside. It'll need another one, but I'm just going to do, I'm never going to get a perfect line, but I'm just going to highlight some of the silver, you know, just highlight with the silver, just to give it a bit of something. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea, it just looks a bit rough. Anyway, what do you think? I'm trying to get out of the way of the light. I like it. I think it's cute. So yeah. Right, so finished. I'm not doing any more to it. She looks like she's giving me the side eye, but you know what? I'm going to put a thing on the back and hang it on the wall so it makes it into a plaque. It's a bit rough on the side still because I'm still waiting for that to dry and it needs another coat, but you get the idea anyway. So thank you all so much for bearing with me, as I know this was a long one. I hope you like it, and please, you know, help me out if you can. Like, subscribe, comment, and again, thanks Tracy for letting me be in the summer collab. I hope I'm not too late. Okay, take care everyone, and see you soon.